Before we start this video, please make sure to check out our previous episode. Yeah, right. Video done, I guess. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you need, right? Good business. Great business, legit business. The things that we want when dealing with any establishment. But as all things, everything doesn't always go according to plan. So today I thought I'd make a quick little video talking about legit business in the dog game. Or if there even is any left. And for that bit I just did a little earlier, yeah, I know you guys are probably thinking, it's that easy. Just make a contract. It'll solve all the problems. And let me give an example real quick, for some of you aspiring, breeders and stuff like that, or, people who've probably dealt with a situation that's similar or whatever, so have you. Say, for instance, you got a friend, right? And he's got a nice stud, and you have a female, and she's in season, and you both want to breed, but you've known this friend for years, so a contract really isn't something that comes to mind. Anyway, both of you do the breeding, and the breeding's done, 2 months pass. You have an amazing litter full of healthy, huge bulls. Days start to pass, then you start to make a choice of keeping one out of that litter for yourself. Your friend returns to check in on that litter, and he also chooses that pup that you wanted to keep. I already know what you're thinking. If a contract was in place, this situation wouldn't even exist, right? Like, it doesn't even matter what I'm saying. If the contract was there, regardless of the friendship, I'm going to put a contract in. No, I'm going to say it like this. The majority of people don't even think like that. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to be honest with you. The majority of people don't even think like that. Through the years of me, just being in this game, I've heard all types of, different transactions, going wrong. An example, like bad pup bag deals, the breeding just not even being finished, no promos on, like, new litters happening and stuff like that, semen not shipped, and outright pups not even being received. What type of madness is that? And, to be honest, like I said, sometimes, even with the contract being in place, scamming is still prevalent as it was before. Sometimes it's really hard to even know who still uphold the common courtesy value and just good business in the dog game these days. I mean, it's almost literally impossible. You have people doing all manner of shady type dealings and just just outright not, doing good business. I mean, it's really what's going on right now. Reiterate it again if I have to. Contracts are not the begin all end all. Some people will void it no matter what. It's best to do your research on someone before making a purchase. That can help. It can help. But tell you what, I'll give you guys an example, right? I've heard this one example. Well, giving you this one example. I've heard this before. That a dude was going to do a breeding with this one guy, and the Pergastone levels weren't so high. And I may have said that wrong, but you get what I'm saying. The levels weren't really high. So the guy who had the stud just really didn't feel bothered enough to do the breeding. So, the thing, it really wouldn't even be a situation, but the people had paid prior. So the guy who was just like, well, I couldn't be befuddled. He just didn't even want to be bothered, and doing the breeding was just like, it is what it is. You have things like that happening. And here's another example. I know some of you guys are famous for this, for hearing this, but basically people just sending deposits and just receiving absolutely nothing. Right? It is crazy out here. I mean, I've heard people send up to upwards to like 1,000. Like, the most I've ever heard someone send is like 1,500, and that's like a deposit. It's not even like the majority of the money. It's just like a down payment for a pup or just anything, and just receiving absolutely nothing. The person just goes silent. Right? It's crazy situation. This stuff is happening all day, every day. This stuff is happening right now. Like, as I'm making this video, and it's just happening all the time. But at this point, I really don't understand how some people can get scammed. In my opinion, I mean, not to make fun of anybody or just somebody being ignorant, but I really see it hard to get scammed. Like there are good people that can talk that talk and get you to want to buy something. I guess good car salesmen. I guess, but in general, just a lot of the situations, I look at it like I don't know how in the world you got that way. If that makes any sense, it just baffles me. But I do get it at the same time. I get it. I mean, hell, even the biggest kennels that are out right now aren't free from any criticism or any controversy towards cheating people out of money. And I know people will say, well, there was more to the story or stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was one of these kennels and I was making like what they were making, you would hear nothing from me of any situation like that. I'm just being honest. I mean, you already don't hear anything from me, but I'm just saying if I was if I was in that situation, or if I was in that position to be in that situation, well, first of all, there wouldn't be a situation. You wouldn't hear. I'll say it again. You wouldn't hear anything about me doing something crazy, honestly. But anyway, guys, like I said, this was gonna be a little short video. But if I can at least say, here at Toro Kennels, follow us on Instagram. It'd be much appreciated. We hold good business and amazing customer service. In my opinion, we're unmatched. We take tremendous pride in that. If you're ever ready for a family member or a real bull, check us out. You couldn't even pay someone to tell you that we've ever done bad or shady business. Good business, that's just how we roll.